$500 a week, would it mean something to you in 2019? Now, let me ask you this question. Would you or anyone you know be interested in what it would take to earn an extra $50,000 in the next 100 days? Because if you've answered yes to that question, you are in the right place at the right time, and I'm absolutely excited. So first things first, when you start talking about creating extra income, when you start not just talking about making an extra check, see, we're not here to just make an extra check. We're here to create some significant income. We are just a group of businessmen and women that have decided we're going to live this life a little bit differently than the status quo. Yes, we've gone to school, we've got the good education, we've got the degrees, but we want to create an income that we can't get just being employed. We want to create legendary entrepreneur income that will not only be significant for us today. See, I read once where if you have a passive stream of income coming in every single month, that is greater than your expenses or your household bills every single month, then that is a form of rich, according to Robert Kiyosaki. See, we want to create that type of income today, but we also want to pass income into our generations from one generation to the next. But in order to know that, how to do that, where to go, you have to discover first what the wealthy know. So let's take a minute, ladies and gentlemen, to talk about what does the wealthy know?
Now it's time to discover what the wealthy know, what the rich teach their children that the poor or middle class don't. Let's first begin by discussing the wealth principle of being rich. You see, the definition of rich is when your passive income is greater than your living expenses. And passive income can be described as the income that you receive from not working your job, like residual income. See, when the income that you receive from not working your job is more than it costs you to live, you really are rich. So let's examine the structure of every job. You see, every job is structured this way. At the top, you always have an owner or a CEO who makes more money than the president, who always makes more money than the vice president, who always makes more money than the middle managers and supervisors. And in that big area there, the people that do all the work, those are the employees or the staff. And oftentimes they feel like slaves. Really, folks, they're slaves to a clock. See, there's a certain time they come in, a certain time they get off, a certain time they go to lunch, a certain time they better be back. And they're going to do this for 20 to 40 years. Then that special day comes and they get to retire with half the income they were earning in the first place. Well, think about this. This is the structure that most people are living their lives with. Well, folks, think about this. When you start a job, typically you start at the bottom, working your way up. You're coming in early, staying late, shooting for that big promotion, working your way all the way up to the middle. See, rarely have I heard the story of the employee that started at the bottom and worked their way all the way up to being the CEO. Well, let me ask you, given the choice between the bottom, the middle, or the top, which one would you rather be? Which one do you think makes the most money? Obviously, it's the CEO that makes the most money because that CEO gets paid off of other people's efforts. You see, the CEO is the only one in this structure that has leverage. See, this CEO gets paid off of the production of every other employee. Folks, that's the definition of leverage, working less while earning more. So let's examine the income structure for every situation that seems to fall in four separate categories that we call the cash flow quadrant. The first category we're going to talk about is the E quadrant. This means you're an employee. Someone employs you. Well, what's wrong with that? Well, your income is automatically limited because it takes you to earn the income. You see, there's only one of you and there's only 24 hours in a day, so automatically your income is limited. Then you have the S quadrant. These are your specialists, your lawyers, doctors, electricians, plumbers. Typically, they make more than the average employee, but their income depends on them doing the work. You see, if a lawyer's not practicing law, if a doctor's not doctoring, if a plumber's not plumbing, they're not earning any income. They typically complain about how much they work, even though they earn more than the average employee. Still, only one of them and only 24 hours in a day. Then you have the richest quadrant in the world. This is the B quadrant, the big business quadrant. The reason this is the richest quadrant in the world is these people get paid off of other people's effort. This is the quadrant that Oprah Winfrey is in there. Bill Gates is in there. The richest quadrant in the world is the B quadrant, the big business quadrant. Then you have the I quadrant. I stands for investor. Well, what works for investors? Typically, if you don't have any money, you can't be a very good investor. All we want to show you folks is how you can go from the E quadrant to the B quadrant, perhaps the S quadrant to the B quadrant, which is the richest quadrant in the world, how you can do it all for the price of a cell phone. And then that quadrant leads to the I quadrant. Folks, what we want to do is look at a study of 100 people ranging from ages 20 to 65, 45 years in the working environment. Look at that. The top 5% stand alone. They're rich and financially independent because they own their own business. The bottom 95 had one thing in common. They had a job. Folks, our choices determine our opportunities. Do you want to live or survive? You want to retire sooner or later? You want to live comfortable or uncomfortable? See, no more starting at the bottom and working your way to the top. Why not just start at the top? Be your own CEO. That comes with leverage, folks. And remember, leverage is working less while earning more. John D. Rockefeller, multimillionaire, said, I would rather earn 1% of 100 other people's efforts than 100% of my own. Let's examine how most employees get paid. You see, the average employee works 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, which comes to 40 hours a week, 160 a month, and 1920 a year. Let's compare that if that same employee earned leverage off of 10 other people working the same amount. You go from earning off of 40 hours a week to earning off of 400 hours a week. But let's look at those same 10 people, built a team of 10 people, and compare what the average person working only earning income off their own production, getting paid off of the production of 100 people working only 1 hour per day. Now you can clearly see how some people get paid more per month than others earn all year. Folks, it all has to do with leverage. Let's suppose your boss came to you and said, we have a new way of doing things around here. We want to raise the company's profitability, cut costs, and pay our employees more. We no longer want you to show up here at work. You can do all your work from home and we'll send your checks to your house. We're so positive that this will help the company that we would also like for you to find other people that want to work from home, and we'll pay you some of what we're paying them for finding them. Folks, this is going to give you true leverage. But let's take it a step further. Say there was no boss, that you were the boss. Folks, that's what we're talking about. Earning a serious income from word of mouth advertising. And network marketing has proven itself to be a viable and rewarding source of income, says all these millionaires and billionaires. So now that you have discovered what the wealthy know, now you understand that the harvest is plenty.
That is the power of our platform. So we are going to talk. Let me just make sure YouTube shuts down, because you know they will actually keep playing and we do not want them to play. So let's dive straight into some information, family. I asked you 2 questions. A, if an extra $500 a week would mean something to you. If you had an extra $500 a week in 2019, would it mean something to you? And then my other question was, would you or anyone you know be interested in what it would take, right, to earn an extra $50,000 in the next 100 days? Because if the answer to that question is yes, let's first talk to you about the product we've chosen to move, and then we'll talk to you about how you're going to earn that amazing income like the rest of us. So first things first, why did we choose travel? Well, for those of you who don't know, travel, there was actually a literal shift that happened in the world of travel in 02 and 03 and 04. That's when Expedia came on the set. Back then, think about it, most people were using traditional travel agents. Well, if you flash forward to today, family, the 3 revolutionary visionaries that formed the company of Surge365 knew that travel was going to go online, that most of us would be picking up some type of device to go search for travel. Well, if you look at today, isn't that what we do? We go from site to site to site to site, comparing this price to that price, hoping to find the best price, only to notice that the prices are pretty tight. And the reason for that is because of an agreement called parity. And guys, what parity simply means is this. It simply means Expedia, am a $60 billion company. You, Priceline, you're a $60 billion company. We own everybody else. Most people don't know about Surge365, so they have to shop through us. So we will never undercut each other. I won't undercut your prices. You won't undercut mine, which means you and I, the consumer, we do not have an opportunity to see what a real wholesale price is like until today. So today you have an opportunity to actually pick up and have a travel platform that's going to cater to you. Now, let me ask you a couple of quick questions. What kind of traveler are you? I mean, if you could imagine a fabulous vacation every single year, 8 days and 7 nights, where would you go? Where would you go in 2019? Where would you go in 2020? Where would you go in 2021? I mean, there's so many places to go. And then if I were to ask you, what type of traveler are you? Right? Are you the type of traveler that likes to feel the sand on your toes and the sun in your face and swing in a hammock? Or are you more like me and Tyrone? You want to go skydiving, zip lining, hang gliding, right? You want to go scuba diving? The beautiful thing is there is no wrong traveler. No matter what you like to do, everybody likes to get away for a little while every now and then. Well, Scott, Coach, and Chris created a platform called Surge365 where our members literally have access to an exclusive wholesale travel and vacation membership. Now, when you're trying to think of, okay, well, what does that mean? I want you to think of BJ's. You guys know BJ's, the wholesale, I guess you call it club. And then you have what? You have something called Sam's Club. So just consider that we are the Sam's Club and the BJ's of the travel world, meaning our members get to travel where they want, when they want, with whom they want, vacation travel, business travel, everyday travel, but they are guaranteed the lowest possible price. As a matter of fact, we are so confident that our prices are going to beat those highly publicized sites you see on TV that we back the travel that you book with us 150%. So what do you get when you become a member with us today? What you're going to receive is your very own private VIP members only booking engine where you have access to all the same hotels, all the same cruise lines, all 17 of them. Every single rental car agency, every single airline can be booked right here inside of your private membership. And what we love is this, is that you literally earn reward credits on everything that you do. So when you are booking with us, your condos, your resorts, your private villas, your hotels, your cruises, your last minute bargains, your rental cars, we back that travel up 150%. You can go right here. If you ever found your travel for less out there, the company would refund you the difference 100% and then give you another 50% off in reward credits. Those reward credits I'm going to share with you in a moment can be used for further travel, shopping, dining, and activities. So let's take a look at what happens. You're familiar with going to a site online, right? One of those general public sites. Now remember, we're VIP, we're private in here. That's the general public out there. You're used to going there, right? You put in your destination, you put in your arrival date, your departure date, and you press search. There's nothing new about that. The thing that's going to be new for you and I is this, is now when you press search, you're going to have a patent pending proprietary algorithm that's going to go to work on your behalf. Okay, Coach JP, that sounds fantastic, but what does all of that mean? Well, what that simply means to you is this. When you hit search, and let's just say you say, well, you know what, I want to go to Orlando. And you put in the date that you want to go and the date you want to check out, you hit search, and it brings back all of these hotels. You've seen that happen. But the difference in what you're going to see is in your membership is this. You're going to see not only the lowest public price, you'll see right below that, this is what you save because you're a wholesale member. You've seen those tickets on the wholesale club. This is what they're charging. This is what you save. This is what we're charging. You're going to see the exact same thing. You're going to see your book now out the door price. But then what's amazing is this. Quite like Progressive Insurance did, we will literally show you what the competition is selling the exact same hotel that you selected for. So when you click the drop down arrow, we will show you, for example, what Agoda, Hotwire, Travelocity, Booking, Kayak, Trivago, whoever the lowest 6 prices are on the general public sites, will show them. And you know what's crazy? Oftentimes they are the exact same price. Why? Because they're owned by the exact same 2 companies. Well, let's take a journey. Let's look at how your membership actually works. Let's go down to Walt Disney World family. We looked at 4 days, 3 nights, 2 adults right there at the Disney property. Look at the price that you would pay, the lowest internet price for those general public sites, if you were to search hours and hours and hours. And we're talking about the same check-in date, the same check-out date, the same number of rooms, whether it's a 2-bedroom suite or a 1-bedroom king, whether it is on, we're talking about the exact same, the same Mickey Mouse, the same Donald Duck. The only thing is the price. So if you search for hours, that's your price, $678. Then you got to add taxes, and then you got to add fees. But look at your membership price. Your price with us is out the door. And doesn't it make sense to keep an extra $400 right there in your pocket, right there on your bank card, so you can use your money for other things versus lining the pockets of Expedia Priceline? Of course it does. How about you look at Rome? Oh my God, imagine all of the food. I mean, the Italian food, the fun, right? Imagine, the fashion that comes out of there, all of the history, all of the excursions you can go on. Well, look at what you would pay if you're not a member with us. Look at the lowest internet price. Now take your eyes down to what your Surge membership price is. Now I ask you, where would you prefer to have that $812? On Expedia's bottom line, or still in your pocket, still in your wallet, in your pocketbook? Now, Coach JP, that question is rhetorical. Yes, I do, but I want to make sure I'm driving that home, that it makes sense to keep that extra $116 per night right there in your pocket. Now, this one is a dream vacation. Dream vacation, family. Bora Bora, this is mine. Right there in the South Pacific, family. You may have seen them. They have these over-the-water bungalows where a portion of the floor is carved out and made out of glass, and you can look right through the glass at your tippy toes and see the marine life swimming right below your feet, find Nemo. Or you could be in this bungalow over here to the right, and somebody else who checked in on the same dates with the same checkout date with the same size bungalow is over to the left. Look at your membership price. See, they're going to spend $6,708 before taxes and fees. You are out the door at $3,486. And I don't know about you. My grandmother used to say a penny saved was a penny earned. Well, how much more so is $3,222 saved being $3,222 earned? I don't know about you, but I'd rather take that $3,222, leave it on my bank card, swipe it to pay for my airfare versus giving it away to Expedia and having to come up with the money for airfare. It's called working smarter and not harder. It's called being a good steward of your money. And we even have these amazing things called weekly stays. This is where you can pick up a 7-day, 6-night vacation, for example, like this one, right there in Colorado. And I'm not big on snow, but I could enjoy, let me go back, because I could enjoy that view. I could enjoy sitting on that deck, up under that blanket, sipping on a hot cup of cocoa with somebody special in a 4-star, 2-bedroom resort. Family, look at your price. And what's so amazing is you have an app that is available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that where you can just click on whatever you want to book: hotels, cruises, cars, weekly stays, flights, activities. You can click on everything you need right here in your app. And that 150% price match guarantee is always available to you. The savings always available to you. That's the power of this platform. And of course, everybody loves Vegas. One of my best girlfriends, Tanisha, because boys and men are singing in Vegas right now. Tanisha is all about, she said, if y'all come up and can't find me, they're singing in Vegas, and I had time off and I am gone. Well, you know what? Tanisha knows when we were out there recently, family, we had this huge room between the two of us. She had a workstation. I had a little station over here. We had this huge bathroom, but we did not pay sticker price. See, we were in a top 10 TripAdvisor hotel suite, and the two of us saved money on the hotel, over $400 in realized savings. Well, here's a 2-bedroom suite right there on the strip, right? Think about taking the $927 you save, because if you look at the lowest internet price, that's what the people who don't know about your membership, that's what they pay. They're out there on Hotwire, Priceline, Travelocity, or Agoda looking for the best price. You no longer have to do that. You press search in your membership. Our technology searches all of those sites, the one you know, and dozens and dozens and dozens of others that you don't know. We tell you what the best price is, and we show you what your out-the-door price is. And on this particular vacation, that's a $927 savings. And I don't know about you, but I kind of prefer that to be on my bank card versus anybody else's. See, we have dozens and dozens of examples, but let's even now talk about rental cars. Think about the quality of the car that you want to rent. Well, we're working with Avis and Budget and Alamo and Enterprise and National, right? We're working with all of the same agencies, but you don't pay the same pocketbook cost. Now, I ask you, what makes the most sense? To continue to be a sitting duck for whatever prices they want to give us on those public sites online, or to own your own membership and realize savings on as much travel as you care to do? We even have cruises, all 17 different cruise lines, family. And just like everything before this slide that I've shown you, you earn reward credits on all of your travel. So no matter what you want to book, and here's the thing, we have a young man by the name of Sean out in California. Last year when his fiance and he went on a cruise, they earned enough reward points last year that this year when they went on another cruise, the reward points paid for her ticket, even though he had to pay for his. But he said, you know what, Aunt JP, next year I have enough reward points to pay for both of us. And how great would it be, y'all, one day to check out, and you don't check out with the money button check, you check out with the reward button check, right? So that no money comes out of your pocket. Well, Coach JP, what would a membership like this cost? Well, I'm here to tell you. I come by to tell somebody that this is what as close as comparable can be. They're charging people $10,000, $20,000, and $30,000. This is a company by American Express called Inspirato. One of our business partners, Nick Pagano, sat on a presentation where they tried to convince him that this was a good deal. And when they went to pull up a trip and said, hey, you know what? This is what you would save if you were an American Express member. He said, wait a minute, let me look and see. You know what? I save more money on that trip in my membership than you're saving people in yours. See, that makes no sense. You would be happy to know that we would do nothing like that. But let me ask you, I'm not going to tell you, I want to ask you, does it make sense that you can travel where you want, when you want, with whom you want, any kind of travel? Listen, Tanisha saved $4,200 on a vacation she was planning to take before she earned the membership, which means, which means, family, has she not purchased the membership, she would have spent, let me just put it on the board so I can drive it home. She would have spent $4,200 more on that very same vacation, family, that she was planning on taking. I don't know what just happened there. She was planning on taking anyway. That is the power of our platform. So family, which would you rather do? Save $4,200 and own the membership, or not own the membership, right? Not own the membership and not save your extra $4,200. See, the power of what we're putting together, family, allows you that. And whether it's vacation travel or business travel, when she flew out on business, she saved $135 on a rental car and she saved $35 on her hotel room. To date, after just 9 months of owning her membership, she saved over $5,000. Well, family, it only costs you $199 one time, not $10,000, $20,000, or $30,000, but one time, a $199 fee, plus your first monthly subscription payment of $59.95, plus a few taxes and the processing fees. You're going to come out paying $277. That's it. One time, $277. And if that makes sense to you, congratulations and welcome aboard. But do you know what made more sense to me and Tanisha? You know, we're like, this platform would be amazing if we did not have that monthly fee. Is there anything we can do about that? Well, you know what? The company already had that in play because we have what we call an affiliate program. See, if you're traveling for less, does it make sense for you to keep this information from your friends and family who love to travel as well? Doesn't your family have family reunions? Doesn't it make sense for you to share it with your family? So that when we're traveling to the different places we have family reunions, that we actually have an opportunity to save money? Of course. Well, when you explain it to a family member that thinks like you do, that every penny saved is worth it, once 3 people, it makes sense to them, guess what? Your subscription is now something we call 3 and free, which means you go from $59.95 plus processing, which is $63.54, to what, y'all? 0. And I don't know about you, but when I see a sign that says buy one, get one free, I get real happy. I get real happy. Well, family, think about it. You have an opportunity to have all of the savings that Tanisha had, and mind you, she does not think a monthly subscription payment. Hers is zero. All of that same traveling that we just talked to you with no monthly overhead. But wait, there's more. See, we don't just offer a basic membership. As a matter of fact, we offer something called a platinum membership. Now, typically, and I say typically because there's a special happening. Now, when you see this video, whether or not the special is still happening, I won't know, because this video will probably play over and over and over again. But suffice it to say, there's a special right this minute. But typically, for a one-time $199 upgrade, you literally can own our Vortex Platinum product. Now, what is the Vortex Platinum, Coach JP? Well, this is where our happiest members end up. Why are our members the happiest with Platinum? Well, I'm going to share that with you. See, with our Platinum membership, family, you have something that you will actually receive called a Vortex link. The Vortex link, I like to call it a friends and family discount. But see, now that I'm working with dozens and dozens of pastors and dozens of nonprofit organizations and little league teams and fraternities and sororities and foundations and alumni associations, right? They love this platform because that also is a fundraising component for them. So what do I mean? Well, let's just talk about first friends and family. Let's just say you share this with your friends and family. It's kind of like if you worked at Macy's and you let them use your friends and family discount. Well, 85% of the time, now let me pause. They will not see a savings as great as yours, but they will receive a savings. For example, on that trip to Manhattan where you saved $748, they would save $224. Get it? But they would save 85 to 90% of the time. So they won't save 100% of the time like you. However, they can book below public prices, and whatever they save, you're actually going to earn. Whatever they save, you're actually going to earn. Think about that from a nonprofit's perspective. Let's just use, for example, the house of worship. We in the congregation are already traveling. What if the pastor says, well, you know what, congregation, I found a way to raise money without passing the plate. If you, before you travel, before you book a rental car, before you book a cruise ship or a hotel, if you would just go to the link belonging to the house, you should save money 85% of the time. But brethren and sisters, when you do, whatever you save becomes a donation back to the house. Well, we're already traveling anyway, except we've been traveling by going out to Expedia, Priceline, and Travelocity. Now, when we use the link associated with the church, we may find that we're looking to book to go down to Orlando. We pull up and say, oh, look, according to the church's link, this thing called the Vortex, I can save $511 on the vacation I was planning on taking. But you know, we're all from Missouri. So we want to make sure that this thing is real. So we go to one of those sites out there and we pull it up, and lo and behold, yes, it is real. And we're able to realize a savings of $601. Now, who's happier? You, for that, helping them save $600 and you earning $600? The church because of that, or the member or your best friend? See, the answer is both. Both persons are happier, so it pays to upgrade to Vortex Platinum. It pays to be a blessing to other people. And even if you wanted to make this something significant, did you realize that the company will allow you to have 9,999 people traveling through your Vortex? You can have a database of 9,900 people who sign up for free. See, it doesn't cost the congregation anything. It doesn't cost your friends anything to sign up, but whatever they save, you earn. But here is where the rubber meets the road, or here's the icing on the cake, as grandmother used to say. Let's just say you're not happy with your upgrade, but you followed the simple system of getting 10 customers to sign up on your link a month, and you listen to some training. Did you know the company will refund you what you paid into your Vortex Platinum membership minus anything that you earned? Do you understand how absolutely powerful that is? Well, family, here is the beautiful thing. If we were to say to you, congratulations and welcome aboard, right? If we were to say to you, congratulations and welcome aboard, right? Then you would actually have the opportunity, to own that membership, which is positively fantastic. But wait, there's more. Family, here is the powerful thing about our platform. I asked you before we got started, if you had an extra $500 a week, would it mean something to you? Would you or anyone you know be open to earning an extra $50,000 in the next 100 days? Because if that's something that you're interested in, then here is what we want to talk about. See, we want to talk about you owning a business. In other words, Warren Buffett, the number 3 billionaire on the planet, says to increase your wealth, you must start a business. He says that the things that you like to do should be a hobby of yours, but the things that the world does, he says the things that the world does should be what? Should be a business of yours. Well, what does the world do? Well, family, the world is traveling to the tune of 8.1 trillion. Don't believe me? Go down to the local airport and see if the airport is empty. As a matter of fact, go down to a cruise dock or a ship and see if you're the only one there. No, they're packed to the gill. Why? Because people are traveling. So we've taken the world's largest industry and added it to the best compensation plan where literally, family, literally, you have a business that is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You get paid to do what you're already doing. You're creating a residual income with no experience, just like me. But people who take you by the hand, step by step by step through the process, and you're your own boss. Now, here's the beautiful thing, is that you can get started creating what I'm about to share with you for 20 bucks. There's no income barrier. It's $19.95. There's no income barrier whatsoever. So what are you going to do? Well, when you get started today, this is what we're going to do for you. We're going to help you in your first 8 days to earn what we call a fast start bonus and get yourself 3 and free. Now, you refer 3 members in 7 days, and that's going to be a $150 fast start bonus to you. But we also want to help you to onboard 7 of those Vortex Platinum sales in your first 30 days. By helping people to travel for less and maybe a pastor or 2 or 5 to be able to create, a fundraising component, you're going to earn a referral bonus of $1,000. Picture that. You walk out to the mailbox on a Saturday or Monday, because our checks go out on Friday. And when you get there, there's a check for you. When you open it, it has your name on it, and it's for $1,000 just for helping people, being nice and showing them a way to save money. But that's just the beginning of the $1,000 bonuses. You actually have the ability to earn multiple $1,000 bonuses. Well, you know what, family? Here is the beautiful thing about that. See, you have the ability to, once you become a team builder, you actually have the ability, right, to earn those $1,000 bonuses every time 7 Vortex Platinum sales falls into your team builder group. So how does that work? Well, now that's you. We help you to get 3 and free. Hopefully you earn that $150 fast start bonus. And now you're a team builder. Well, every time 7 sales falls into your team builder network, you're going to earn a $1,000 bonus. You're going to earn a $1,000 bonus. Well, here is the power of that. Here is the power of that. So let me show you how this is going to work. And here's the beautiful thing, whether you did the recruiting or not. So let's talk about how that actually does work. So now let's just say that's you. Let's just say that's Jacqueline. Now Jacqueline, she brings on board Michael. All Michael wants to do is be a travel agent. Brittany, all she wants to do is share her Vortex link. Pastor Deborah, she travels and goes on missionary trips. So she just really wants to be able to travel and save money on that. And then Jorge, he wants everything. He wants the $50,000 bonuses. He wants everything. Well, family, think about that. That's 4 of the 7 I was telling you about. Well, now Michael says to himself, well, even though all I really want to do is be a travel agent, it makes sense to be a travel agent with no monthly subscription. So Michael brings on 3. Now he's 3 and free, but his 3 plus your 4 is 7. That's a $1,000 bonus. Brittany is able to bring on 1. Of her college schoolmates. Pastor Deborah brings on 3 apostles. Jorge is able to bring on 3 of his fraternity brothers. It doesn't matter. 1, 3, and 3 is 7. That pays you another what? $1,000 bonus. Now, here is the beautiful thing, family, that as you are onboarding these people, like you could literally not even be in town when these persons who all want to be 3 and free move through the platform of getting 3 and free, and every time your network of people you're not personally referring at this point grows to 7, you're going to earn another $1,000 bonus. Family, think about how powerful that is. Now, let me tell you something else that's powerful. See, this will grow out of control after a while, and eventually your team will hit a place where you're at 100 team builder sales, most of which you did not refer. And when that happens, you hit a $10,000 bonus. You qualify for a $10,000 bonus. But just like those team builder $1,000 bonuses are unlimited, so are the $10,000 bonuses. They're unlimited. So in other words, you can go unlimited this way and you can go unlimited this way. So coach, when do I run out of the opportunity to earn the $1,000 bonuses or the $10,000 bonuses? And the answer to that question is never. You never stop earning those bonuses as long as you're taking care of your team and helping them to get 3 and free. So let's wrap it up. Team Builder Network family, not only are you earning $50 per personal sale and 100% match on your team builders sales of the people you personally recruited, every time 7 falls into your Team Builder Network, another $1,000 bonus, another 7, another $1,000 bonus. So the beautiful thing is, family, is that you're creating income hand over fist. But coach, how do I earn that $50,000 bonus? Well, I'm going to tell you. You let us help you, and we're going to do the heavy lifting. Just like the person who's sharing this video, is not doing the heavy lifting, we're doing it for them. We're going to do the exact same thing for you. Well, you let us help you help 100 people get started in their first 100 days. And guess what? You just earned $50,000 in 100 days. 100 people join your team. Let me just reiterate, most of which you do not know. So you get started today, from the time that you get started all the way through to 100 days, 100 people join your network, and you're going to earn $50,000. And that's not even the best part of the platform. And I know you're thinking that's pretty good, and it really, really is. In the grand scheme of things, think about it. How many people really are ever going to be able to do that, right? There are only 12,000 people in the company. You're being blessed to even see this because there's not enough of us yet to get it out to the entire world. But I will tell you what, we are working on it. See, when you get to our executive level, and we call it our director program and family, I've looked at dozens of compensation plans. There is not a more lucrative compensation plan out there. And as a rising director, I can tell you there is no other better director program out there either. See, family, once your team grows to 500, no more than a third in each leg, and you're a marketing director, the company begins to pay you $2,000 a month, every 11th of the month. Remember I talked to you about that income that keeps coming in, whether you're doing any work or not? We're talking about a residual income. That's $24,000 a year, plus the company is going to buy you the company car, Mercedes, a Charger or a Challenger, any color in the world you want, as long as it's white. They're going to purchase that car for you. Okay, and think about this, family. As your team continues to grow, you'll get to a place called regional director. Do you realize that regional director, they're going to give you this car? You're going to get the title to the Mercedes, the BMW, or the Jaguar. You choose whichever one you want. They're going to buy it. They're going to pay for it. They're going to pay the insurance. And after 2 years, they're going to hand the title of that car over to you. And they're paying you $4 grand a month every single month from now on. Do you realize that if you were, that's kind of like having $400,000 approximately on deposit in an interest-bearing account, earning 10%? See, most of us will never be able to save that much to be able to live on that in our retirement, whether it's regular retirement or early retirement, but you can earn it by helping other people, by being a blessing to others. When you get to the National Director Platform, family, they're paying you $8,000 a month. For most people, $8,000 a month covers all of our expenses, allows us to deposit our paychecks from work, and have a little bit of extra to have a little bit of fun with. See, we're talking about creating an income that not only will it take care of you, it's going to pass down to your children and to your children's what? To your children's children. That is the power of what we're talking about. Yes, there's $12,000 on the month on the table, and yes, there's $1 million on the table. Now, how long you take to get there doesn't matter. You can take a little bit of time, you can take a long time. When you arrive to those benchmarks, the company's going to take care of you. That's how it is. So, family, you've just seen what I believe the most amazing platform. Let's reiterate. What did you do? You opted into a membership that can save you hundreds and thousands of dollars over time on your travel, and it only costs you $277. And today, And again, by the time you see this particular, bonus or promo may be gone. But today, not only can you have that platinum membership, that basic membership for $277, you can have the platinum membership for $277. But you can't delay, because right now it's slated to end in just over 24 hours. So you want to get started today. Plus, you refer some people who refer some other people. And if you want to participate in the earnings program, there's some significant income out there for you. So I want to thank those of you who are live watching this. We'll talk to you very, very soon. But for those of you that are on the actual webinar, family, I want to talk to you about the fact that, listen, we have a platform right now, a promo that is running right now. For those of you that are part of our team and our affiliation, you can become a platinum member right now, and you will receive airfare for 2 and hotel stay 3 nights and 2 days. Just a quick little getaway, just as our saying thank you for coming on board. Now, it's a limited time offer. But remember, at the beginning of the presentation, I asked you this question. I asked you, if you had an anniversary reward trip for 2 every single year, where would you go? Well, we're going to give that to you for staying active for 12 consecutive months. By staying active for 12 consecutive months, you get to choose. Now, there's no timeshare presentations. You get to choose from a 7-night stay, U.S., Canada, or Hawaii. You get to choose from Mexico, Cabo San Lucas, Cozumel. Maybe you would choose the Caribbean or the Bahamas or Jamaica, Puerto Rico, I don't know. Or you might choose the next year to go to Belize, Panama, Costa Rica, or Brazil. The beautiful thing is, this is a gift to you for remaining active for 12 solid months. Again, there are no timeshare presentations, there are no gotchas. You do have to pay your activation fee, and you do have to pay the taxes on whatever you choose, because none of us can know that in advance. But other than that, family, you have, once you activate your certificate, you have 12 months to actually use that particular certificate. So as you're building your business, when you first get started today as a platinum, we're gonna, that 2-day, airfare for 2 and that 3-day, 2-night stay is yours. Once you've been active for 3 months, you're gonna receive another certificate. Once you've been active for 6 months, you're going to receive another little vacation. Now, you can't take the vacation, the same vacation over and over, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vacations to choose from. And then every year, another vacation. If you choose to work on the earnings side, once you get your first $1,000 bonus, another vacation. Once you get your fifth $1,000 bonus, another set of vacations. Right here, so family. So we're rewarding, right? Good, consistency, and we're rewarding your moving through the compensation plan here at Surge365. So family, has been my absolute pleasure to share with you on this afternoon. God bless each and every one of you. Listen, I look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world, and I look forward to seeing you at the bank. And you know what's so great about Surge365 is I'm actually going to see you at both. God bless you, and having a most incredible evening. We'll talk to you very soon. Good afternoon, everybody.